Welcome to part 4 of the series of videos that I've made covering off how I replaced my rusty exhaust system on my Porsche 996 and fitted a DesignTek system which included the manifolds and silencers. So in this video I'm going to be drilling out the studs using the Stomski kit and talking you through that process and some of the issues that I came across, which included the fact that I had to remove the thermostat because it couldn't gain access. And then at the end of the video, once I've completed the drilling out the studs, I just do a sort of lessons learned and talk you through the way to use the kit, or the way that I used the Stomski kit anyway. I'm just about to start drilling using the smallest drill bit that's in the kit. So here goes. Difficult to know if that's gone all the way through. I don't think so just yet. So I'll just try a bit further. Yeah, so just a couple of mil more left. That's pretty much in. Right, so let's just I'll take that out and then we'll put the larger drill bit in. And use the bigger drill, which I've forgotten to bring over with me. So we're just going to get that. Okay, so I've now swapped the guide for the bigger drill and put the bigger drill bit in. So this is the next stage. So here we go. The secret is to stop this moving around too much, to don't put any stress on the drill bit, but it's quite hard. Okay. I'm obviously pressing too hard, I think. So we'll just go a bit lighter in there. Okay, so I successfully have drilled that one out. You just have to, I was going too fast with the drill, so you have to sort of start at a slower speed and then kind of let the drill bit do its thing. But those of you that do lots of drilling probably know that already. So I'm now going to go on to this second one using the smallest drill bit. Okay, so just an update video. So I've now managed to drill out 3 of the studs. So it's this one, and this one. And as you can see, because I've managed to drill them out, I'm managing now using the proper kit bolts to secure the template to the bottom of the cylinder head. So the next one I'm going to attempt is this one, but in doing that I've discovered that this is the thermostat here. The thermostat pipe is in the way of my drill getting to this one, so I've now got to take off the thermostat. I'll take out the thermostat, which is okay because I bought a new thermostat kit, so I am going to replace the thermostat inside. I was going to, so I needed to take the thermostat. I've also got a new water pump, which I'm going to have to take the water pump off as well at some stage. So I'm now going to just take out off the thermostat, and then that'll give me access to this one, and that just leaves me 2 more on this side. Okay, thanks. Okay, so an update on drilling the studs out. I've now completed both sides, so that's fantastic, and I managed not to muck anything up, so everything went according to plan. But what a job! It's taken me a week basically, doing a couple of studs a day. Just that's because of the limitations of my time. But you know, lying on the garage floor for hours on end is you know, not to be taken lightly. Anyway, the job's done, and so whilst I'm under here, I just wanted to talk you through one of the problems that I faced. So if you remember, I couldn't get any of the studs out. They just sheared off, so I gave up and left the remaining ones in, including this one here, obviously. And what I found was that when I came to use standard size drills to drill it out using the Stomski kit, I couldn't get the drill head was knocking against this element of the engine. So I had to buy longer drill bits, and I'll talk you through that in a second once I'm up at the bench. And there, obviously, this is repeated on the other side, so this is part of the cylinder head. So I had the same problem on the other side, but these worked out fine. The sizing I'll talk you through in a second. But yeah, so basically job's done, and the next stage, I've got some other jobs to do. So whilst I've got the catalytic converters off and I had to drain the system and take the thermostat out to do this job, I'm going to change the water pump, and also I'm going to do some maintenance, replace some parts on the oil pump. Okay, cheers. So we're back up from under the car, and I'm just going to talk you through the elements of the kit again and some of the additional things that I had to buy. Remember, I bought this second-hand off of eBay, and when I went to use the drill bits that were in the kit, they broke basically, so I had to buy new drill bits, which I got off a company called UK Drills. These come in packs of 10, so there's one pack of 10, and these are 1764s, so that's the bigger drill bit, and the smaller one is 3/16. So you can see by this little pile over here, these are all the drill bits that I got through from the new ones that I bought. This is really down to my drilling technique. So in the early stages, I had to drill too fast, and it was just burning out the tips of these. These are cobalt drills, I should add. And so once I slowed down the drilling, I had much more success. So and I didn't get through half as many drill bits. So obviously they're in two sizes. So this is the initial one that you use. Oops, sorry. This is the 3/16 initial one that you use with this this guide. And it's imperative that you use this one, because what happens is when you come to use the bigger drill, this just goes through it much easier. And obviously you've got a guide for this one as well. So once the and obviously it's imperative you mark your drills to stop you going in too far and damaging the cylinder head. So this measurement here from the tape to the top of the drill is 45 centimeters. So that basically is the length of this with the guide in, plus 15 millimeters, which is the length of the stubs in the cylinder head. There's 16 millimeters. Okay, so and then you obviously you fix the Stomski kit in place with these. But obviously what I found, I had is, if you remember from an earlier video, I couldn't get any of my studs out, so I bought some of these little M8 collars to go on the studs, and then that enabled me to fix the Stomski. So I had these collars inside, that was on the stud, and these would allowed me to secure the template to the cylinder head that way. Then once that was done, obviously we started using the ones that were, once I drilled a couple out each side, I used these, which come with the kit. Things to make sure when you put these guides in, you're using these little screws to secure them. Make sure you got these really tight, because this guide spins around otherwise. And also, so the other thing is that I couldn't get any. When you watch other videos on YouTube, they kind of pull the existing thread out once you've completed drilling with the 1764. I just had no success with that, so I had to chase all mine out with the M8 chaser that comes with the kit. But remember, there is a guide for that, so you secure that guide and use the chaser in exactly the same way that you use the drill. So these are the two longer drill bits that I had to buy to get around the part of the cylinder head that was blocking my drill. You might find I've just got a standard Bosch drill, which was had no chuck, so it's quite a small head on it, so you're probably going to have the same problem. So the problem is that you cannot get, or I couldn't get anyway, 1764 or 3/16 drills in a longer length. So the size that I went for was 4.5 centimeters, which mimics the 3/16, and 6.5, which is a replacement for the 7/16. And those work fine. You just got to make sure that you go nice and slow, and keep the drill as straight as possible. And those work fine. It was just a bit panicky because I was frightened of snapping them. Okay, so the next bit is imperative tools that you're going to need. So one is a hell of a lot of patience, because it's probably the most difficult thing I've ever attempted on a car, in terms of just awkwardness. Once you've got the process sorted out, it's straightforward. It's just time consuming. So you're going to need a Dremel. So if you go the route of which I did, which is the only real way to cut the stubs off before you drill them, and you're going to need a decent drill. So other things, you're going to need some sort of lubrication oil for the drills. I actually used WD-40, and it works okay, but you're probably better off buying a proper lubricant. Okay, so I think that's about it. And obviously safety goggles, because there are bits, shavings coming out when you're drilling all over the place. And obviously make sure also that you put something up inside the exposed exhaust outlets to stop any bits going up inside. And that's about it, I think. So my next job is I'm going to take off the water pump, which is down there, and replace that with a new one. And also I've got some replacement parts for my oil pump, which is recommended, because this car's done 90,000. So there's basically a spring and a pin that wears out, and I'll show you that in a different video. Okay, thanks, bye bye.